Okay, welcome back everybody to the channel. And I've been itching to make this video for a little bit, and I just want to go over how we target striped bass in the early season and the factors that come into it. So first of all,
you don't know if you don't go.
that's the new motto for the channel. Is you don't know until you go. That is the new motto.
100%.
Yeah, but early in the season, first we'll talk about migrating fish quickly, which are not usually typically the fish that you get early in the season. But those fish, winter over off the Carolinas, and as, February, March start coming around, they start creeping into some of the rivers down south, Chesapeake, and that's the main one, in the Delaware, up through the Susquehanna, all different rivers that they go into. And then the other ones make their way up to the Hudson, and we'll pretty much stage outside of there and then go up to the Hudson. But we're going to talk about early season, like late March, early April, when those fish haven't quite made it up. They're making their way up, but there's still fish in the area, and those fish are likely resident fish that never leave. They go deep in the winter to some of the deeper areas, probably in the Sound. But once spring starts warming up, they start making their way back to base. And if you think about just typical migration and where the water is a little warmer and where you get a little bit warmer temperatures, which is generally west, then we talk about where we kind of target these fish. And I made this.
Here you go.
No, it's upside
down.
It doesn't matter. It can be upside down. It can be this way. It can be this way. But for the sake of argument purposes, we're going to talk about it looking this way. And this is Elsa's Bay.
Elsa, she's on the floor. I just looked for her.
She's over there. This is Elsa's Bay, so not to anger anybody. We're not going to name any place.
You always anger people.
No matter what, I'm going to anger somebody.
That's your job.
Okay, so generally what we're talking about is this bay here, which is, off a main body of water, but we have a bay that comes down. And we have, towards the bottom of the bay, we have a small creek or whatever we want, estuary area, where we have probably fresh water and salt water mixing and coming in. And we also have this brown and blue line. Now I made the brown and blue line because I'm showing an area of very shallow water during low tide. And that's what you're looking for, is a dark muddy bottom on a shallow bay, in a shallow bay during low tide. Now as this water drains out during the afternoon, the sun beats down in that dark mud, heats it up, we get all kinds of little critters.
Oh, you put the diamond on Elsa's head.
Yes, I put the diamond on.
Elsa has a diamond on her head. I just noticed that.
But typically we talk about little worms and crustaceans and other little guys that start to get lively when this mud heats up. The tide starts coming in, it goes over that mud, this warm mud now warms up this colder water, and we have a little bit of a temperature change here, which is, then all these small fish, of course, will come in looking to feed on whatever's beginning to come alive in the spring. Or just to get out of the colder water and looking for warmer water, and they'll go in and the bass will follow them, either to eat these small fish or crustaceans, or if you're lucky enough, a school of bunker might come back there during the right wind. The bunker usually feed into the wind, so whichever bay this is facing, of course, you want, if you're facing this way, we'd want the wind going this way generally, so that the bunker would come in and then fish would come in after them.
Sometimes the bunker run into you and scare the shit out of you.
You can't say that.
I didn't mean to. That's what they do. They scared me.
Okay, but you can't say the 7 bad words.
Okay.
That George Carlin said.
I'm just going to be quiet.
You can't say it.
I don't want to play anymore.
Nicole had this great idea of unfiltered fishing, and then I said,
yeah, that's why I named it Unfiltered Fishing. Because I got a mouth like a truck driver.
The channel will get boomed. You can go bye-bye. So again, so this is where we're going to typically target. And I'm hoping that showing this will help some people go out and kind of check these areas for themselves, not so much as run where everybody else runs, because there's a lot of known areas that people target early in the spring, but there's other places just like this
Just like
that
Lake
nobody
Ronkonkoma.
goes to. Lake Ronkonkoma does not have striped bass in it. Believe me, I've tried. They're not in there. Yawning behind the sign.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, so we can put this down now, I think.
Okay.
So that's generally just the typical of how I begin.
It's like
Or
the big bad wolf.
it does look like the big bad wolf, but it's Elsa anyway. So now, as I said, as we start creeping a little further along into the season, of course, now here come the migrating fish, and these migrating fish are really only on one mission, and that is to spawn. So that is what they're doing. They're coming up there, they're going up through the rivers, they're waiting for that water temperature to be right, they're waiting for the conditions to be right, and they're generally going to move on what?
The moons.
The moons, exactly. So you start kind of putting the moons together with this time of year and the early season and the right winds and the right locations, and you can do really well. Or you can just go out on a whim, like we ended up doing last night, and doing really well, because I don't think that I've ever had fish to 15, 16 pounds on March 26th in this area, you know, on the Long Island area, this early. Usually I'm catching fish 18, 20, if you're lucky, maybe 25-inch fish, but last night saw a couple of into the 30-inch range fish.
I won.
Yes, Nicole did get a 16-pounder, which I
won.
didn't actually get on video
Because you suck.
because I do.
He's terrible. Of course, he gets his fish on video, but not
And the
mine.
video
Thanks.
all came out pretty bad, because usually what I do is I set the GoPro up for nighttime video and daytime video. I have two separate modes on it, and I started during the day, which you'll see in that video came out pretty decent. When it went to nighttime and I turned it on, I didn't click the mode, so it didn't come out as crisp and as clear as most of my other nighttime videos, but that's a goof on mine. Also on Nicole's fish, for whatever reason, it filmed it in time lapse. But I'll add the photos in.
It's to sabotage
at the
me.
end.
He's
It
just
really
jealous.
wasn't to sabotage you.
It's always to sabotage me.
I was
'cause
in
I'm
fact
better.
winning until the final minutes of last night, and then of course this one comes up
I always win.
and beats me by a pound. So 14,
I got
15,
2 teen fish.
Not bad for not even April yet.
I win.
Pretty decent.
All that matters.
You do win. So again, all these things we take into consideration: migration, water temperatures, areas, winds, moons, and tides.
And then sometimes you just go.
And then something. Well, most of the time you should just go.
Yeah.
I mean, there's never a bad time to go. Never.
Yeah, there is.
Don't. You say that, but every time you thought it was going to be a bad time, what ends up happening?
It's usually
Like
good.
last year. I don't
Yeah.
want to go. We didn't have fish last night. I don't want to go. And
Well, I was in a bad mood.
you are. But you were in a good mood afterwards. So
Yes.
fishing fixes everything.
Yes, it does.
Supposedly.
It fixes depression.
It definitely does.
Yes.
Even if you don't catch anything.
Yes.
So
There's been
you
times
gotta
I've
enjoy
just
it.
gone down to the beach and I didn't even take a cast. I just went down to the beach.
Yeah, getting out is the most important thing. But again, guys, you don't know until you go.
Yep.
So that's it. Go
I'm
fishing.
gonna make that into a sticker.
Yeah. Well, that is the motto for the channel now. That is the channel's theme.
Okay. It's our logo.
Well, how many times did I drag that camera out with me and say, I'm probably not going to catch anything, and end up having a pretty decent night, even with the walleyes and everything else?
Yep. I'm just terrible. I don't take the camera anywhere.
No, you really.
Or I take it and then I leave it in the car.
Good place for it.
It is.
Or I'll leave the batteries in the car and then they'll run out. So, guys, that's it. I'm going to add the clips on the back of this. I'm sorry that they didn't come out as well as they usually do. The sound quality is completely terrible. I may just take the sound out of it and put music over it, because
Yeah, you should.
the wind was just in the face last night, and it was like just directly on the mic to the GoPro, and that just doesn't generally make for good sound quality at all. So I'll play with that a little bit, and maybe I'll leave some of the voice clips in that actually weren't muffled out. And that's about it, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and give us a subscribe. Leave a comment down below. How do you guys approach your season? You know, said always open to new ideas. So if you
Let
guys
Jay
have
know
anything-
that I'm the best.
Yeah, comment down below that Nicole is better than Jay.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, we'll have like 50,000 comments.
That'd be great. Comments and likes help boost the video and get it out to more people. So I hope you guys learned something from this. Or,
From Elsa's Bay.
Yes, from Elsa's Bay.
We need to show Elsa. Elsa, come here.
Elsa,
Come here. Come over here.
she's not going to be. They're not going to see her there.
Come here. Come here. Look. Come here.
She's not going to sit on the chair.
Come here, Elsa.
She's like running around under the table.
Come on, say hi. Get over here.
She's like,
Oh, she's such a brat.
she's camera shy. She doesn't like the camera.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. Even when you try to take pictures of her. Okay, guys, enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.
There she is.
Here's my puppy girl. Here's my.
Elsa's Bay. Let's show the resemblance. Elsa's Bay.
That looks just like her.
Elsa, tell them about the bay.
Speak. Speak.
Woof. No, don't hit the camera.
Knock the camera over. that's a keeper. Yeah, okay. What are you smoking? I don't even have my bulb. Jesus Christ, Dylan. No, that's Vinny. He wants to get off.
Whoa!
Hold this for a second, thing.
Recorded?
Yeah, I guess so. The fish must... Thank you. First fish 2022 that I landed. They're looking down too.
You can turn off the head there.
Yes, I do.
I gotta turn off the
Okay. Wish I had my pole. Dylan, you got your poker on you? Huh? Nah, I don't think this fish is over 30, so... No, he's more than 10 pounds.
Ready?
Yeah. You fucking...
I know.
And you gotta take your rod too, so I can look at it.
The fuck? What's that say?
Jeez, how big is that fish? Is it
15.
Jeez!
That's what I figured.
Mine is definitely
Let me get this fish back. I knew he had weight on him. I was just praying not to drop him. Hey, your fish is swimming over here. Oh, this is mush over here. Get it back over here. It's not mush. Why is it all mush over here? Cold water, my hands are freezing. Oh, the guy. The big guy, don't get bumped in the rocks. There he goes into the murk. Well, that's the earliest I've ever gotten one that big. What was the other stupid one that they had? Oh, they're pretty feisty for this time of year. You know what? I'm dealing with these holes. Dealing with holes and waders. Oh, the stupid flip over. Oh. Come on, on the other side.